Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Beacon Pines. On the last Let's Play, we broke into Perennial Harvest, rescued her, kind of, and then got cornered because Solomon wasn't actually Solomon. He was that guy, the founder, the guy that's supposedly dead but isn't dead anymore. And yeah, we're locked in here as they're all going to go do the speech. I can't believe Bexel's out like that. I'm not sure she had any other choice. So what now? What's the plan? I don't have one. Of course you do. You always have a plan. Rollo, you just need some time. Rollo, it's over. We lost. Nice attention to detail with the carpet walking and then the tile walking.
Nellie was staring at the floor, deep in thought.
Sorry, Luca. Give me a minute to calm my mind. Hey. I'm sorry, Luca. I did what I had to do. I know, it's just we're so close. I've got a feeling that eventually Solomon will get what's coming to him. Time wounds all heals. Well, time seems a lot less of an issue for him right now, or him now. Time wounds all heals? Anyways. You. Luca, there's something you should know. After Mr. Kerr locked me in that office, I had nothing but time and curiosity. I poked around a bit, hoping to find a means of escape, but I found something else. A note, hidden in a false drawer. What sort of note? Dr. Prescott must have sensed his time at Perennial Harvest was growing short. So he left behind a letter with the hope it would be found by his successor. It was a confession of sorts. He left it for me, but its contents... Luca, I think they're meant for you. Why? What did it say? It was about an incident with your mother. Dr. Prescott found her in his lab with a stolen keycard. There was an accident. She had been exposed to extreme amounts of temperance like women.
The color dropped from Luca's face.
She survived. Dr. Prescott decided to help her recover. He no longer trusted Perennial Harvest, so he kept her whereabouts a secret. Over time, your mother led him to reconsider the purpose of scientific discovery. Science is often at the vanguard of change, but that doesn't mean it's always right. He realized that no one should have control over something as powerful as time itself. I now believe that's why he began to intentionally sabotage his work. And it cost him his life. That's a reasonable conclusion.
Luca was overwhelmed with emotion.
But if she's alive, where has she been? Where is she now?
A sudden explosion sounded from the hull. Chapter 8. Comeuppance. Ears still ringing, Gran picked herself up off the ground. Through the dust and smoke, she looked over to see Mrs. Fratelli helping Hiram Tolliver to his feet. She'd had to beg, borrow, and steal to acquire those explosives. How many nights had she spent visualizing how she'd use them to make things right? And now, her one shot at destroying the source, that damned hole that swallowed so much of her life, was gone. Traded for this jagged hole in a wall and a foolhardy shot at rescuing Rollo. With Fratelli and Tolliver at her side, she stepped through.
Oh, huh. I guess, yeah, and the other route where she freezes everything over, Rollo wasn't kidnapped.
It was a strange feeling. The last time she'd stalked this maze of hallways, it was in a different body. They quickly rounded a corner to find a group of clipboards guarding a door. Something worth guarding is probably something worth seeing. She leapt forward, brandishing her cane. If her last chance at vengeance for things lost was truly gone, she would just have to fight to keep what she still had.
She has the ability to fight. Because, apparently everybody else just is like, oh no, they're standing right there. I guess we give up. Gran, what are you doing here? Luca, what are you doing here? We're here to save Nellie. We're here to save Verlo. Hey, Miss Luca Gran. Lucas Gran. It's awful nice of you. But I'm fine. Oh, no, what did they? Gran, there's no time to explain. We have to go now. Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash.
They made their way out from deep within Perennial Harvest, just as Solomon finished up his speech.
Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket.
We've got to stop him.
In one smooth motion, he downed its contents. A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
No! Well, I guess that's it. We lost. I wouldn't be so sure about that.
With a mischievous look, Beck elbowed Luca. Remember when I had the vial behind my back?
Okay, I was right. I might have tweaked this wonder potion with a junk change malice. Oh, is this going to be like, hey, you want, like, either A, you get one of these is the good one, or one of these is like, hey, you get to see him get hecked up.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little junk.
Can't wait to see the look on his face when he realizes he drank his own cigar ash. How did ashes get into the vial? It's pretty easy to mess with the vial when it was behind my back. Oh, that's sneaky. Well, it's a bad habit anyways. Pa always said, bad habits are like 50-yard field goals. Huh? Hard to kick. But you can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
Your grace, sir. Oh, Jesus. You really don't want to mess up that potion. Well, that's one way to kick a bad habit.
As the last of what was once Sharper Valentine wafted into the air, the crowd began to disperse, still numb from what they had just observed.
I mean, yes, if I saw a child turn into ash and dissipate in the air like the end of Endgame... No, wait, that wasn't Endgame, that was one before that. Then yeah, well, I guess it was also an Endgame, but still.
Sharper Valentine was gone for good. His end would be a new beginning for Beacon Pines. A new chance to let go of the things they had lost and grab hold of a new future. The end. Well, I'd be lying if I said that wasn't a bit gratifying. If that feels to you like a good note to end on, I won't stand in your way.
We gotta see all the things. Change?
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little change.
He's gonna turn into a lady. Like, pocket change? Your unlucky penny? Yeah, I put it in the vial when no one was looking. What's that gonna do? No idea. That's the beauty of science. Was it gonna turn into a penny? Or into bronze? Now we observe. You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
Does that mean like he just burps a whole bunch? Belching green mist? Holy crap, he's a baby! Yeah, but he's still Sharper, right? That was no long... What he was no longer matters. He sucked as a father. Okay, that's it. He is pretty cute. He's like, this is an innocent child. I apologize for all the harm my father caused you.
Eris awkwardly cradled the squirming child.
I will rule you all. You will bow down to me. I need my diaper changed.
She looked to her brother, her voice shaking with uncertainty.
August, what do we... What do Valentines always do? What must be done? I'll hurry home and prepare a crib for father, young Sharper. That'd be great help. Thank you.
She looked back down at the infant with equal parts kindness and terror in her eyes. With a shake of her head, Eris addressed the crowd with a stern scowl.
Okay, everyone, the show's over. You may leave now.
Epilogue. Beacon Pines' coldest summer on record came and went without much fanfare.
Oh, but okay, I guess we're here.
Folks shared what they had, and none were left wanting. The new school year was ushered in by the falling leaves of autumn. After everything Luca, Rollo, and Beck had been through, middle school was bearable.
Is he
The
still
chill
adult?
of winter didn't seem to bother people much. They kindled a hope for a better future in their hearts. When spring arrived, farmers planted their crops with a sense of joy and optimism. And as the dawn of the first day of summer came again, its light slowly spread through the shallow valley.
Yes,
It
summer.
crept over the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, and came to rest on a young boy sleeping at dawn, his mind at peace, knowing he is here for a reason.
So, can we do the other thing, just in case it's smaller? Because it's probably not going to be too much. Hyena, hyena. Malice.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little malice.
Did she spit in it or something? Malice? The whiskey from his office? Yep, dude had an unfinished glass on the desk. Figured this, his growth juice, could get a little hair of the dog. Call me Jeffrey Valentine.
His body and face.
Now that's what I call 80 proof whiskey. Damn, dude.
The crowd gazed in stunned silence at the now empty stage. The quiet was broken when William Kerr sprinted off stage and into the distance. He was never seen around Beacon Pines, or anywhere else for that matter, again. Watching the silhouette of Kerr disappear over the horizon, Luca began to laugh. First, a low chuckle that became uncontrolled, heaving laughter. Through his tears, he was vaguely aware that the crowd had begun to laugh with him. The end. That was unexpected. Perhaps a bit of an absurd ending for my taste, but who am I to say?
You really... do you have to have an empty stomach
I'm
when
only
taking that
writing the
thing?
damn thing.
Because, again, it's like... The littlest of something changes what happens. Skip.
Epilogue. Beacon Pine folks, the news after the chill they kindle in spring. And as it his mind at peace, knowing he is here for a reason.
So does Grandma Mom, like, get younger again or something like that? And what happens when Sharper Valentine gets older? He still owns the company, I think. Rolo, you up yet? Roger that. It's a beautiful day at Mission Control. You gonna swing by? Be there in a minute.
Over time, Eleanor began moving Walt's old things out of the closet and into storage. Eleanor had moved back into her bedroom, and now that she wasn't sneaking out late, she even slept there most nights.
Nice. What are we gonna do with the secret passageway and all that? Mom, I'm ready to go now. You go on without me. I'll meet you there. I've got a batch of jam to finish jarring. It's funny. I only started making jam as a way to send messages without anyone noticing. And now, I enjoy it. Now off with you, kiddo. And good thing there was, like, no bad happenings because we, I don't know, broke into a corporate, headquarters, and also my mom blew it up. Or blew up part of it. And assaulted people. Though there still is the question of, what happens... Oh, huh. Graves removed? Like... what about the source? Does it only get colder if, we get stuff out of it, or what? I heard you and Rolo have big plans for that little treehouse. Yeah, it started getting crowded after we revoked the maximum capacity 1 Rolo, 1 Luca rule. So we decided to expand. But at least we've got some help with that. How's the internship at Nelly and Iona's shop going? It's been great. I hope it helps me get into the School of Agriculture up at State. Also, Nelly said she'd write a letter of recommendation, which would be huge. I just can't help but worry about leaving Rolo. He's grown up so fast, but he's still my little brother. Yeah, he sure had a heck of a growth spurt. I don't just mean grown, literally. This morning, he was up and finished his chores before he even had breakfast. Well, some of that might be his excitement about the treehouse renovations. Don't tell him this, because it'll go to his head, but I'm really proud of that little punk. I'm sure he feels the same way, but he's just too dang proud to tell you. I know. Chaval. Or Chauvel. Hey Gus, how's the tree planting going? And he looks actually happy. Couldn't be better. I'm so grateful to Iona and Nelly for lending me help. I just wasn't built to be a mayor. Too much bureaucracy. Guess we finished cleaning up the sidewalks. What's next?
When Perennial Harvest collapsed, most of the clipboards skipped town. But some stuck around and dedicated themselves to making things right.
Anyone with a knack for art can help paint the new offices. You can count on us. Well, it looks like you really found your calling. I never really felt comfortable telling people what to do. Now this right here is something I can be proud of. I mean, it do be like that. Slow and dirty harvest. We're gonna walk around town first. How's napping this morning? The most underrated part of a good nap is the view. And the view's getting greener every day. Nice. I see you decide on the name. Yep, we had to clear out all the old stuff before putting on a final touch. Slow and Dirty Harvest is now official. I like it. It was actually Nelly's idea. There's still a lot of work to do, and the name serves as a reminder. Just because progress is important doesn't mean change should happen fast. In fact, I've learned that the more you care about something, the more important it is to take things slow. Our motto is, go slow and fix things. Amen to that. While I did hate my old, maybe not hate, but have lots of dislikes through the company I used to work for before I was laid off, one thing I did like was their motto of slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Luca, get this. I managed to reel in an actual fish this morning. Seriously? Yeah, an honest to goodness, flip-flopping, swim-swamming fish. I don't think I've ever caught an actual fish here. Been at least 7 years since I've caught one. I say, it's a good omen. What do you do with the fish? Oh, I release it back in the pond. I'm hoping to catch it again tomorrow. A little higher. Yup. A little lower. Yep. A little higher. Yep. I'm telling ya, the angle isn't the issue. We need more power to the radio. Luca, there you are. Would you tell him it's not the angle? Hey, it's not... I'm not in charge of antenna redesign. Fine, fine. Iggy, just... don't do anything drastic until we get back. Who? Me? Tish, you're in charge while I'm gone. Yep. There, they'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. If we really want Mission Control to turn into something bigger and better, we have to loosen our grip a bit. You're right. Lead the way. What was that one? Check in with Beck at her house. Oh, do we talk to them at all? Nope. It is kind of weird that that one place just has a hole in the ground that has stuff. Young Mr. Van Horn. How's little Solomon, Sharper doing? Young Sharper seems to enjoy nature more than I. So, we do a lot of strolling these days. Has he, been plotting? Attempted to crawl out of his crib and plot world domination? Yeah. Thankfully, no. I spoke at length with Dr. Mordell, and she feels that Sharper's infant mind was not developed enough to retain his previous memories. For all intents and purposes, the child is unmolded clay. Let's hope he's a little nicer in the second time round. I don't know, his eyes seem to be a little shifty. That is the objective, yes. But really, all I can hope to do is try and hope. 2 activities I'm endeavoring to find less distasteful. Well, I think you're doing a great job. And the whole town is ready to help out however we can. I can't wait to teach him to throw baseball.
Eris did her best to ignore the tears welling in her eyes.
That would be acceptable. Well, I bet you had a big newspaper story. What's today's news, and, what's today's news that needs knowing? I'll give you tomorrow's headline today. Our old friend, Patrick C. Montesquieu, aka William Kerr, just performed a stirring rendition of The Iceman Cometh at the State Correctional Facility. I hear there wasn't a dry eye in the house. Man, somebody working in corporate going to jail? This is a fancy. Well, I guess he has plenty of time to work on his craft. Yawn. I'm glad he swung by. More follow-up questions for your story? Nope, I got everything I need. Thanks for that. I'll send a draft of the story to a reporter in Capital City. And they offered me an internship. Of course they did. You're an amazing reporter. I didn't know about all that. I don't know about all that. A story about a phony corporation that picked up an entire town of people and moved them to cover up a massive illegal mine shaft full of incredibly hazardous chemicals. Sort of writes itself, if you think about it. Just don't forget us when you become a fancy big city reporter. Capital City isn't that far away. I'm gonna have to come back from time to time to check in and see what sorts of new trouble you've gotten yourself into. Sorry to disappoint, but my adventuring days are over. Heh, we both know that's not true. What makes you say that? Call it a reporter's intuition.
Mrs. Fratelli glowed with a carefree smile.
Is that your suitcase? That is 2 weeks of unencumbered tranquility. Excuse me? Would you be so kind as to take my order? 2 weeks of sand, margaritas, and forgotten obligations. Excuse me? I'd love to place an order.
Mrs. Fratelli sighed with a zen-like calm.
Just as soon as lunch rush ends. I'll be a feather in the wind. You go on vacation? For the first time in years. And I've got you and your mom to thank. Why's that? She didn't tell you yet? You two are gonna fill in for me at the diner while I'm gone. Just like old times. It's fine, I'll wait. Don't need to do that thing because we already did all the things. Which is a fun little thing to do. I like cooking and farming. I should have become one of those things. He looked to his friends with a tasteful smile. After everything that could have gone wrong, everything that did go wrong, we made it. The
Closing
end.
her eyes, Miss Hatch took a deep, relaxing breath.
Oh, hello, Luca. How are you? Really good, actually. That's wonderful. Did I miss anything? I think you're pretty much up to speed. Yep. Luca, do you want some biscotti? It's on the house. I don't really have time. Zarel, you gotta come and see this. I finally did it. I pulled the perfect espresso. Aw, Lumi. If I didn't know better, I think you're proud of something. Psh, as if I know. It's too late. You're now officially a person that cares. Hey Luca, can you tell Roxy I'll be free in an hour? Sure thing. My dad's making me stock the shelves for the summer. He said it builds character. I think he meant to say it builds calluses. Builds character. Yeah, it builds something, alright. Luca, can I interest you in a delicious apple?
He playfully waggled an apple.
No thanks, just saying hello. Well, hello then. Mind telling your mom we need a new craft jam? Already? It's funny, I used to hide this stuff in the back. Terrified that someone would find our secret messages. Now, everyone wants to get their hands on Eleanor Van Horn's famous spy jam. Wow, back for seconds? If it's not too much trouble, for the longest time, I don't understand the appeal of ice cream. It serves no purpose, other than to be briefly enjoyed and then it's gone. But it's pretty tasty while it lasts. Also, do you know what food is? I'm inclined to agree.
Over the school year, Kato and Bert had become close friends.
But did you know that? When they cover up the source, they found a new species of fungus. Yep, they were studying it in the new labs. Did you know that Beacon Pines is now the smallest town in the country? Yep, close to the population before Perennial Harvest moved in.
It typically went on like this for quite some time.
I can't believe it's over. Yeah, the town's really starting to turn a new leaf. The town? I was talking about the Hank Atomic. I just finished the last issue. How was it? It's great as always. Frank finally returned to OIF. But I just feel weird now. Weird can be cool. It just means you're ready for something new. Any suggestions? You could ask Miss Hatch about what she's already reading. She really seems to enjoy it. Huh, maybe I'll do that. Walking, walking, walking.
Luca peeked over Piper's shoulder. Laid stealthily inside a large volume of mathematics was the first issue of Hank Atomic.
Piper, are you reading Hank Atomic? Do you mind not telling anyone? I kinda got a reputation to uphold. Oh, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Just about every kid in the town reads Hank Atomic. Honestly, I'm excited for you. What I'd give to start over fresh, to experience again for the first time. I guess that's the downside of finishing something nice, kind of like Outer Wilds. At least now, I can enjoy it again through you. Promise to tell me about it as you go? Sure thing. It is kind of funny when I read the manga and then go like, hey guys, gonna do the anime? Hey, Mr. Nuncreed. I'm gonna go see my dad in a bit. Did you want to come with? After everything I did, you still...
Mr. Nuncreed shook his head.
You really are your father's son, aren't you? I don't think I'm ready for that yet. Well, you're always invited. I bet he'd love to hear from you. I'll visit Walt in my own time. You run along now. So was he killed, or did he just die of something?
With perennial harvest gone, the transportation tubes were left unused.
Come on. No one's too big, no one's too small. For Jeff's wild ride.
Maybe not completely unused.
Just one piece of candy. For the ride of your life. Who's next? Me. Guess what? Chicken butt. Yesterday, I saw a Dynastus type something. Is that good? And that's good? It's great. I haven't spotted one of those in years. At this rate, Beacon Pines is going to become bug capital of the country. Now, I guess that would make sense. That, you know, the reason why the bugs were gone was because it was getting cold. Foreshadowing that things got cold due to stuff, and that's why he had to put on a sweater. Gosh, I want to be able to put on a sweater during summertime. I did that in Iceland, I guess. I have news I think you'll enjoy. This morning, I unpacked my last box. You officially moved in. It's just a box. Let's not blow this out of proportion. It sounds awful like putting down roots. I guess I decided this place is root-worthy. You can be stuck with me for the foreseeable future. I do have to warn you, most years aren't going to be as interesting as this one. I think I'll manage. Really? Before we go, there's a bit of a surprise. A tree! No one's prepared this tree, especially for you. They didn't have to do that. It wasn't just them. It was about the whole town. It was just about the whole town. Just about the whole town pitched in. We all owe you. It should do okay in the cold of Beacon Pines, and thrive as things warms up. It's perfect. So, like, if we're not mining that stuff, does things not get colder? Ah, you got it. Now that's a good-looking tree. Being special occasion and whatnot. This ride's on the house. You want to hang on to that tree and tighten to that little tree.
I think this is it. The end I've been waiting for. Honestly, I'd begun to lose hope of ever finding it. But then you came along.
Why, you didn't like Beacon Pines 2 Electric Boogaloo?
I don't know exactly how to thank you. It's hard to explain how much this means to me. It's funny, now that our time together is finally ending. I'm at a loss for words. Let's just watch the end together.
Done. A good little tree. The best little tree. Thank you, children. This means a lot. Yeah, thanks for everything. Shucks. I only did what any super awesome best buddy would have done. We should probably give you some time alone now. You good? Yeah, I am. It's been a wild year. How are you feeling? Everyone keeps asking me that. I'm fine, really. Pa always says the only thing fitter than a fiddle is a cello. And I feel like a dang cello. Well, if you ever stop feeling like a cello, I'm here for you. I know. You don't even have to say it. You two make an awesome pair. Excuse me? We're a trio now. Yep. Aye. Thanks. There's just one thing missing now that you're part of our group. Missing? Let me tell you the little story about a man named Hank Atomic. Oh, God. It won't be long. Wait, I won't be long. We'll be waiting for you back at the phone booth. I found a perfect way to start our summer. You've got some good friends. I'm so proud of you. Your father would be so proud. I know. Mom, can I ask you a question? Do you ever dream about Dad? Not a night goes by that I don't. Are you afraid that you're going to forget him? Forget what he looked like? Forget his voice? No, because so much of him lives on in you. He loved that old tree, but I know he would have loved this one more. Because his two favorite people planned it. I'll give you two a moment. Hey, Dad. Dr. Modell says that over the next few years, this place should warm up. So you won't have to be so cold for much longer. I think I finally understand why you left at night, that night. There were things you believed in. Big things. Those beliefs were the things that made you, you. If you wouldn't have stood up to Sharper, stood up for what you believed in, you wouldn't have been the same person anymore. You had to go. But that doesn't mean you loved us any less. I might not visit you as much as I used to. I know you understand. Book. Well, that's gonna be the end of this Let's Play. That's a nice little thing. It's easy to do a whole bunch of videos since someone else is reading, or I'm rubbing a small child up against different objects to look for, like, pins? Is that what it was? Kristen Mize. Oh, we're over time, but that's fine, because, you know, it's the finale. You can't really have a finale without that thing happening. Nope. I'm kind of debating what I'm gonna have after this. Maybe a, furry shades of something else, if you know what I mean. Or, what's that other one called? I can't remember. But that's gonna be the end of this Let's Play and series. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it up to future me to figure it out, because I don't want to do that thing that I did one time where it's like, I'm gonna do this, and then it's like, well, I'm gonna switch. What was it? Like, I said I was gonna do a thing, and then I actually did that, and it's like, well, heck. What was that one, anyways? Like clicks. Okay, cool. Yeah, Glory Hounds after dawn chorus, and I was like, yeah, probably should do that. And did we get all achievements? No. We didn't get born in a barn. How do you get born in a barn? When you go into the kitchen, you can either leave the tap running or leave the fridge door open. Okay, I guess I might go back and do that. Somebody texted me like, oh, I need help on a thing. My stepmom does like doing the thing where like she'll be like, thank you for doing this. And then send. GameWolf, send. Could you please? Send. Come downstairs. Send. Question mark? Send. Help me. Send. And every time I said send, that's a different text. So she sends like 6 different texts, and it's just like, I guess that's like kind of a Latina thing. I mean, when I asked her about it, she says that Latina people do it, so it's like, oh, okay. It's warm in here. That's a... What was this thing right here? Was that... It would have to be playtesters, right? Or something like that? Or maybe supporters. Because, like, that would be a lot of people working on this game. Tidying, spill it. Just want to get that achievement.
We were just gonna go ponder for the day. This nailed it.
Yeah, chow. Oh. Okay, well, let's just close this and open it and then leave. Because I guess it closed it and did that, and then we leave the house. I didn't get the achievement.
Chapter welcome. For many, it wasn't over the net until in the
Need the fridge open, not sure. Oh, okay. You just have to play for like a while or something like that. Yeah, well. End of this Let's Play or thing. Comment, guys, like, seems you like, dislike, tips, otherwise. If you like my YouTube and likes it grow, then please like, subscribe, and share this epic grumbling and what's up, control the pit population. And if you want to play this game, it's on Steam. Hyena. It's kind of funny that there isn't a bad, well, there is a bad route, but you have to do the bad routes to get the good routes, apparently. Hyena. Spay and or neuter your animals to help control. Yeah, I already said that. And until next time, another Let's Play. GamerWolfSix is some of the game. We have to figure it out, because, like, what do we got? We've got... After Echoes' Arches, after Kim Coliseum's Lush Shards, after Dawn Course's Glory Hands, then Unveiling, maybe? After Sileo, They might put furry shades after Beacon Pines. We'll have to think about that. And after the smoke room, I don't have any idea of what to do after that. And until next time, another Let's Play, me, GamerWolfSix, of some game. So, thanks and see ya.